It's a wonderful day for wisdom with wonder and segue. Thank you for joining us today. We're here in the yard under the trees. My little Segway 1 Spiral Galaxy Kitty, aka Barney, strong as bear, is coming to say hello. Watch out for the candle, my love. And we're going to pull a card today from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. This is one of Segway's favorite decks, besides their own cat deck. Were you looking into the crystal ball, kitty? What did you see? Let's see what we can get here. We'll pull some oracle and tarot cards and get a message from our higher selves. We call in energies from the higher dimensional beings of love and light for the highest good of all beings, all through our crown, bringing us into full alignment, out through our feet and crystal etheric roots of color seen and unseen, connecting to the earth's soil, to the rocks and minerals and crystals in the soil, to the water in the soil, to the sunlight and moonlight in the soil, the fungal networks, mycelium, tree roots, plant roots, flowers, and all the energetic beings of love and light that are connected to Mother Gaia. Let's all connect now for a message from our higher selves, higher wonder, higher you, higher we. We are one. What do we need to know right now for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? Oh, the crow. This beautiful message from the crow. And the crow is connected to our ancestors. And you see this blue spiral at their throat? The crow is telling us to speak our truth, to follow our intuition, our guidance from our ancestors and higher realms, and speak our truth about it. So this is beautiful. I was just out playing with the dogs in the ball court before I came out here, and lately, well, they do it all the time, but lately they're going lower. There's a couple of ravens that are related to crows that swoop down really low, and it's just really cool to hear their wings, and they're just so magnificent. So thank you, crow beings, for being with us in this message. And I also want to draw from my Lemurian Star Child Oracle. I haven't pulled from this deck in a while, so let's see what we get there. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day. Yeah. Someone was asking me, why I say have a wonderful day, or I'm having a wonderful day, besides just my name being Wonder. My name is Wonder Woman Heart. They were wondering, your voice changes when you go into these readings sometimes. Maybe I'm in a trance state, I don't know, channeling the messages, or I'm different than I used to be when they were around me all the time. So they're like, is this your Wonder Woman persona, or trying to figure out what's their truth for me. And this Wonder Woman persona is the authentic me that I was able to remember after a spontaneous healing from 17 years of chronic pain from a genetic condition I was told had no cure, and a spontaneous kundalini consciousness shift awakening. And I was a person that was just in the matrix, living their life, not really connected to any of this, knowing that, what even a kundalini was. I had to look it up, like, what happened to me? And the ability to telepathically communicate with my dog, or they communicated with me to make me feel like I had a back leg pain that was theirs, because they had paralyzed back legs. And they taught me how to heal with energy, sending energy from my heart and my hands, as I was so compassionate for them, which shifted my consciousness to the possibility that healing was possible, so that I could heal myself a year later. And I used to work in public schools as a paraeducator in special education. Tried to work at schools where my children attended, so I could be nearby if they needed anything and know their friends and teachers, And I started bringing this Wonder Woman collectible doll with me that my kids found, like, in the bushes, that was still in the box one day when they were little in the neighborhood. And I started bringing it to the class and letting them play with her. And they started calling me Miss Wonder Woman. And that was just so sweet. I put it on my name badge at work, and my name in the yearbook, Miss Wonder Woman. And so after my spontaneous healing and consciousness shift, I didn't resonate with the old me, with Ashley Smith. It seemed so generic, and just, that wasn't me anymore. I changed so much, and everything I thought and believed was different. And so I knew I wanted to change my name. And since they were already calling me Wonder Woman, it felt natural. And then for Heart, my dad's middle name was Hart, H-A-R-T. And so I kind of wanted to take on that. But then I was like, no, this is an individual name. This is just me and who I am. And the energy that I'm feeling, that I'm offering healing from, is coming from my heart. So I legally changed my name to Wonder Woman Heart in 2019. And I know it kind of sounds narcissistic or something if you're not, like, why would you do that? And it's not like, I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman, so no, it's just the kids named me. And so when people ask, how are you? For years, I noticed that I would say, fine, okay. And then people, just fine, just okay. And if they even responded at all, otherwise it's like, hi, how are you? And they keep walking, I'm following them. Well, since you asked, let me tell you all about it. And so now it's a play on my name. Yeah, I'm wonderful. When people ask, it's automatic response, but it's a positive affirmation for me, because I'm never going back to being sick and in pain and hopeless and stuck, and not having my self-worth. I'm never going there again. I'm Wonder Woman Heart, and I am wonderful. So it might sound cringy to some, but that's what feels good to me in my heart. And let's see what we got here. Breathing. Okay, so let's take a breath. One more, a little deeper. Releasing completely. Breathing, when you breathe deep like that, it's a good way to signal your body that you're safe. Our body responds to that, and it's like grounding, touching this tree stump, touching this earth, the trees next to me, putting our bare feet on the ground. And the card says, ground, feel sensations, purity, clarity, and expression. And you can see this being here. They're reaching for the cosmos, reaching for that higher light and wisdom as they're grounded in this water. You put your feet in a stream, a river, a creek, the ocean with that salt water. You can release what's no longer serving, and the earth knows how to recycle it and send it back to her to transform, transmute it into love for the planet and all of her inhabitants. feel. And there's lots of water here, so yeah, when you're going through the emotional depths, it's good to ground. And if you don't have nature right near you where you can touch it, for whatever reason, you can ground with breathing. So that's beautiful. In the sand from the Wadi Rum desert that I was able to visit after my healing. Grounding the cards. Okay, this is fun. What else can we get? How about this nice green deck? Opening our heart chakras to love and abundance with the trees and plants all around us. Get a card from the Good Tarot. You tell us something good, Spirit. Got the Nine of Fire and the Queen of Fire on the split, so some passionate creativity going on. Something you're passionate about, something you're creating is strong in its foundation right now. Or it's going to be. You're building it. Looks like you're pretty strong with the Queen. Tell us something good. The rooster said it's time to wake up. Guess I give that a success there. Yes, kitty. Ooh. The Messenger of Earth. This is beautiful. You're grounded, connected to Earth, and there's a new offer, something new, because you're the messenger. But you have some antlers here that are highly connected to spirit, so you're very wise and connected to the earth and able to connect to the messages from spirit and from earth. And because of this, you're grounded and able to pull in offers here in this earthly realm for abundance, new opportunities. You like that, right? We pull from the Wildwood Tarot. Since we're out in the wildwood, what better time to get a message from the wildwood? The bird song has been a lot more prominent lately. You can definitely tell it's spring in the northern hemisphere. All the blossoms are starting to blossom, more wildflowers. Birds are singing messages of love and light. There's a dog barking. Got something to say, speak the truth about it. This card is repeating out of this deck, so you're awakening to some ancient wisdom here with the Ace of Stones. It's the foundation of life. So you're already aware of this connection to earth and having some ancient remembrances or connections to ancestors, maybe even remembering lives of your ancestors like they're your life, and we are all connected, so you can tune in to the ancestors. And you know, this rock has been here since the beginning. It has some ancient symbols on it, the spiral, starting to realize that you're not stuck anywhere. There's like a repeating cycle that Earth goes through over and over and over, showing us the same lessons in different ways. But they're the same lessons so that we have the opportunity to look at them, to feel, and to heal. And at first, the lessons might start out simple, like this rock might look simple at first. But when you take a closer look, there's something really deep going on. You know, something ancient that's been here since the beginning of time. Or you can just keep going in your cycle and let it repeat and repeat, you know. And it'll get a little harsher lesson each time, so that you have an opportunity to respond either the same, you can stay the same if you want to, or to shift, to change, and grow, which is basically just coming back to yourself, to your roots of who you really are, remembering that you are not just this human body. You are a multidimensional spiritual being living a human experience. This little body of ours is inside a great big energy, maybe as tall as the redwood trees, I don't know. They can be up to 380 feet tall or more, the tallest. And you're this little body inside that energy, you know, trying to navigate and figure out this world. You're not alone. You have the animals, all the plants, the nature that you can communicate to, and the higher wisdom from the higher dimensional beings that were here carving these into the rocks to remind you now when you see that they're still there. Connect to the cosmic origins from which we came from. Source, the light. Your inner sunshine shining bright. And so we're in this body, and we're not just here to try to figure it out on our own. We can ask that energy body, that higher self that has the higher perspective up there at the top of the redwoods, the higher view, and they're happy to help. Not going to intervene to help when you ask, so that's pretty cool to know. We're not alone. We're guiding our own selves all the way, but you know, sometimes we don't want to listen. We're choosing pain and suffering even though we feel like we don't want it. Let's see. Let's shine some light on this subject with the Light Seers Tarot here. What else can you tell us? Higher wonder, higher you, higher me. What do we need to know? Oh, you're so strong. You are so strong. We got this strength card. Oh. Got an infinity tattoo on your arm, so hey, you've been here since the beginning of time, and you're here for infinity, or at least you exist in the higher realms for infinity, and you're strong as a lion and gentle as a lamb at the same time. Look at that little heart necklace. You're full of love. So stand in your truth and your strengths. You can get through this time. The Segway, Segway 1 Spiral Galaxy Kitty just started, they're a wild community cat that has been like coming around, hanging out, living in our barn that we don't have animals in for like over a year. I've been here a couple of years, but over a year before they came near me, they would run if we even talked to them through the window. A very wild kitty that, wasn't trusting their wild, They have to be on the alert. But we started giving them food, making sure they had food every day, and telling them that we brought it so they could get to know we were safe. They still didn't come around. Maybe they would come running towards the food right after we left or something, but I started just coming to what I call Mushroom Manor, where I keep my oracle cards and feed the cat. And whenever I pull tarot cards or oracle cards, the kitty comes. And so I recorded it to show my mom, like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And I just started sharing it with you guys and posting all the time now, because Kitty encourages me. And it helps me trust my intuition to get messages from Spirit. So it's all beautiful. Shine some light. Oh yeah, we already shined a light on it, didn't we? Maybe we have something else to say about it. Oh, we do. So now, we got the happiest, most joyful I am card in the deck, the sun. I am me, yeah. You got that sunshine right inside of you. You are the light at your solar plexus. When you're able to ground yourself first, like these cards are saying, just breathe. Connect to nature. You remember who you are so you can shine in your full authenticity. Like I said, my authentic me is Wonder Woman heart, not just the generic Ashley Smith that follows the matrix. I'll just follow the little gentle sheep that goes along with the flow. Now I can stand as the lion in my courage and strength, and shine in authenticity. That's what you're doing too. Shining in your authenticity. This is joy, passion, and love. Like all the colors of the chakras are here. You're in alignment for the highest good. Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful. And it leads to the Eight of Pentacles. It's like you're here, sitting here with me, with all these tools, your candle. You got all these magical things in front of you. Go with the cycles of the moon, so you're not just connected to the sun. Okay, you're connected to all the phases of the moon. That's why this coming Monday, March 31st, I don't know, these are timeless, so whenever it resonates for you, it does, but having a retreat in the redwoods under the full moon. We're gonna have a blue lotus ceremony connecting to our intuition and our dream realms under the full moon. We're gonna have a cacao ceremony, opening our hearts to love with the trees, sound healing, yoga, a chef with yummy food, Reiki, gentle touch practices for healing. Out in the redwoods with no showers, oh no. So we can really connect to nature, you know. So I'm excited for that as I'm shining in my light and sharing my truth with all of you. I know that's short notice if you're just now hearing about this, but there's still time. You're seeing this, today's Friday when I'm recording this, but I don't know, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna post it until tomorrow, Saturday. So yeah, if you're a last minute traveler, you are welcome. But also we're having another one on June 12th through the 15th, and then I forget the exact date. We're having another one in August. So you still have time to meet us this summer. Come on a healing retreat. Just felt like I should say that since I saw the moon, and I'm like, yes, we're all gonna do this together. But we're gonna close the reading with a spirit animal oracle and a crystal intentions card. See what else do the animals want to say. So we hear the birds. They're saying, yeah, wake up, sing your song, speak your truth. It's beautiful. What else, animals? Oh, rosers. the cow spirit. Oh, number 15, which is a 6 in numerology. It's like a love and harmonious frequency. And guess what it says? The miracles are endless. Oh, yay! Yes, you can heal anything. Shine. Look at all these sunshine flowers. Sunflowers. It's more about when you're standing in your authenticity. We've got some like violet and white flowers at your crown and some orange ones. So following your intuition, following the messages from spirit, following your passion, standing in your authenticity. I am me. When you can do that, the miracles are endless. This is exciting. And so now we're going to get crystal intention to see what crystals can collaborate with us in this energy for the highest good and the highest good of all beings. I do energy healing with my heart and hands, similar to Reiki that my dog taught me. Works really well. And I like to lay crystals out on your chakras, and when you come to one of our retreats, you get a mini session included. Mini sessions from other healers as well. It's a party. What do you have to say, crystal beings? This one. Okay, let's see. I have this here. Oh, in the window. Well, we got citrine, and I think my citrine is in the window in Mushroom Manor, but you can gaze at this image. Take a screenshot if you like. Expand self-confidence and awareness of personal magnificence. Ooh, it's just like the sun. It's like the sunshine of crystals. Remember divine essence. Increase mental clarity. Exude joy, enthusiasm, and happiness. Shine your light. Yes. I love how the cards just match what we're talking about. And the affirmation, I am confident and courageous. Oh, yes, with this lion, the sun. It is safe for me to be powerful. All right. I am confident and courageous. It is safe for me to be powerful. I was like, wait, I don't have muscles. What am I doing? I am confident and courageous. I do it anyway. It is safe for me to be powerful. Yeah, that sounded really powerful, Wonder. Anyway, thank you for joining us. I'm really grateful you're here. And, it's time to celebrate because, we made it over 400 subscribers. 404 subscribers. Ooh, thank you guys. Over 100,000 views. Like, what? Little me? I love you. Thank you for supporting, just listening. That's so helpful because now I feel like I can shine in my authenticity and someone is hearing me besides myself. So I appreciate you, and I hope that you continue to have a wonderful day. Much love.